voice tracking, there's two main components to voice tracking. Since we're doing it in an on-air studio, we have to set the console up a certain way. And then we also have to configure ENCO a certain way. So we're going to start with the console. As we've discussed in the past, the radio station needs to stay on the air. So when it's in unattended auto mode, everything plays back in these decks in the number 1 position, which is ENCO number 1. Here it is on the console, ENCO number 1. So we're going to leave that in program because program sends the audio to the transmitter and we want to stay on the air. The other modules that we're going to use are microphone, for example, which is the first module here. We're going to put that in Audition and aux. We're putting it in Audition because Audition is what does what? It feeds the recorders. Aux is what we're going to monitor so we can hear our voice and we can hear the music that we're talking out of and the music that we're talking into. Where are we going to get the music that we're talking out of and into? It's on ENCO 3. And so we're going to put that in just aux only. We're going to turn on ENCO Audition, which is also known as ENCO 3, ENCO AUD, and that's where we will hear the output of ENCO, the song that we're talking out of and the song that we're talking into. Our voice is also sent to aux so we can hear our voice, and it's also sent to Audition. It's the only thing that's sent to Audition. Why? Because all we want to record is our voice. We don't want to record anything else on the console. So what we will do to make sure that doesn't happen is we'll take everything else out of any bus assignment. So here's ENCO 2. Here's all these microphones over here. And so now the only things that we have punched down on the board as far as our buses is concerned is we're sending ENCO 1, all these decks over here, to the transmitter so we stay on the air. We're sending our microphone to Audition so our voice will be recorded. We're also sending it to aux so we can hear our voice. And then on ENCO Audition, ENCO 3, it's the third ENCO fader over, we're sending that to aux. We've turned on ENCO Audition, and we've brought up our microphone here, and we will turn that on when we voice track. Now, over here in the monitor section, we want to make sure that we're listening to aux. Right now it's on program, and it's playing back this song by Lady Antebellum, right? We don't want to hear that because we want to hear our voice and we want to hear the songs that we talk out of, so we punch up aux. It goes away up there. All right? The console is now set for us to record. So now we need to record something.
What about ENCO 4 over there?
ENCO 4, it's not punched up in anything.
So you can turn
it can be turned off. ENCO 2, same thing, it's not punched up. Doesn't matter. As long as it's not assigned to a bus, it's not going to get into your ears or get on the transmitter. So now we need to open up a playlist. So there's two ways to open up a playlist. On your instructions, it says click on Library, and then it says click on Playlist. And then it opens up what's called a Playlist Modify screen. On one side of the screen is the library, and on the other side of the screen is nothing. So we need to load a playlist. I'm going to load up this playlist in ENCO, the first one that comes up, which is 060118. All of you have been assigned a playlist, and you will find it, and as long as the keyboard is selected, over here there's this little keyboard selection. You can just go to the number pad here and just type in what yours is. If it's 0902, it'll jump right down to 0902, and then you can press load and load it. So you all have a playlist that is starts with a 09. Okay, so make sure you go on to the right one. Excuse me. I'm going to use the very first one, which was 0601. I click load, and the playlist loads. And we're going to record our voice tracks in the 0 hour. Under the time column, it says 000, 0345, 0730, 01115. It's essentially estimating that each song lasts about 3 minutes and 45 seconds. And so it's plotting out the hour for you. Here's all the songs that are listed. The IDs are also listed in the playlist. This is a pre-programmed playlist that would play back specifically on a date in the future. tomorrow's playlist, whatever. This one is one that's obviously aired in the past, but we're using it for demo purposes. So throughout the hour, there is a comment that says insert VO track above. All right? You go to that very first one. There's 4 in each hour, and you're going to record 4 of these as your assignment. It's always going to be in the 0 hour.
What does it say again? Insert what?
Insert VO track above, and it's on your instructions as you go down.
Is our playlist going to have stuff in it already? since
Yep,
you're
it's going to be
creating
just
it?
exactly like what we're looking at here.
Okay.
Okay? So it says insert VO track above. So what you do is click on the song above that comment. In this particular case, it's a song called Say Something by A Great Big World featuring Christina Aguilera. All right? Once you've done that, you are ready to start voice tracking. So you click on, in the lower right-hand corner, there is a button called Fast Track. You click on that, and it opens up this window that now has the song Say Something, and that's the song you're going to talk out of it, and it has this next song called Rumor Has It by Adele, and your voice track is going to go on this center track here. All right? We got the outro song and we got the intro song, okay? Everybody follow?
Yeah.
Now, to do this, we have to activate the recording section of it. But before we go to there, let's see if we can listen to these songs. I click play, and that's the last couple seconds here of Say Something. Everybody hear that? And now I would start talking.
Say something.
Fairly ironic that it's actually telling me to say something. When I didn't say something, okay? That's the intro song. I mean, that's the outro song. Here's the intro song that we're going to talk into. Okay, so we've just previewed that. All right, great, Dave. Thanks for showing me that. Now what do I do? All right, I arm the recorder by clicking the red record button, okay? It starts flashing. Now I'm ready to record. I would take my headphones, put my headphones on, turn my microphone on, and when I turn my microphone on, what happens? The speakers are then muted. So for this purpose, I'm not going to turn it on till the very last second, but you can turn the microphone on anytime you want to. All right? Everybody hear that? And then because this microphone,
Yeah, you have angle it down.
It's broken.
all right, I'll leave it right there. That should work. So I want you to look again at the screen, and what's going to happen is I'm going to zoom in just a little bit here, so we don't have to listen to as much of that song. And then I'm just going to say, this is SDS. That's going to be my whole voice track, all right? And you're going to see that it'll print on there. Let me just check and make sure I'm getting level here. Check, check, check.